time once again for Mike Malloy Radio Gumshoe. Tonight's episode, Whom the Gods Wish to Destroy, They First Drive Mad.
Hey, Truth Seekers. I had just come in from walking the dog. Yeah, the dog. I'd finally accepted the fact that we had a wire-haired fox terrier named Asta. As we came in, Kathy looked up from her computer.
You've got mail.
Hey, come check out this weird email. Have you ever heard of the Uncanny Valley?
As in the San Fernando?
As in the hypothesis introduced by Japanese roboticist Masahiro Mori. According to Wikipedia, Mori's hypothesis states that as a robot or a computer animation of a human being is made more human-like in its appearance and motion, the emotional response from a human being to the robot will become increasingly positive and empathetic until a point is reached beyond which the response quickly becomes that of a strong repulsion. That drop in the positive response is called the Uncanny Valley. In other words, a robot stuck in the Uncanny Valley is no longer seen as a robot doing a passable job at pretending to be human, but is instead seen as a human doing a terrible job at acting like a normal person.
And that explains what?
Well, the email says we should investigate the George W. Bush Presidential Center in the Uncanny Valley.
That's a neat trick. Since they haven't built it yet, they're still raising money. You know, I read in the, what it was 100 days after Bush left office, 100 days, they raised 100 of the 500 million needed for the complex.
Well, this email says it's finished, and it's been finished for months. What's going on?
Hey, where'd that email come from?
Take a look.
Anonymous at superbeans.com. Whoever it was sure covered their tracks pretty well.
Well, what do you think?
What do I think? I think it's a crudely done expositional passage. This rates a 9. And we should go to Dallas and stroll around the campus of Southern Methodist University and see what's going on. We caught the next plane to Dallas, rented a car, and drove over to the SMU campus as the full moon rose in the Texas sky. Yeah, the dog. Kathy insisted we bring the dog. According to the campus map, the George W. Bush Presidential Center was going to be built near the intersection of SMU Boulevard and Dublin Street. According to the mysterious email, it was already there.
The only building around here is that old auditorium over there.
All right, let's see if we can get in. We walked up to the door. It was unlocked, so we went in. I had the flashlight. Kathy had the dog. The lobby of the auditorium looked like no one had been in there for years. Dust was everywhere, covering everything.
Security's not too tight around here.
Hey, what's that over there in the display case?
Photographs. Pictures of George Bush.
There's one of him as a cheerleader.
Here he is, holding hands with Crown Prince of
And over here in the bookcase.
Well, that's just a pile of old paperbacks.
Some Danielle Steele, a couple of Hardy Boys mysteries.
Hey, shine that flashlight over here.
The Very Hungry Caterpillar.
Oh my God, Mike, the pet goat. Do you know what this means?
Yes, this is the George W. Bush Library. It's just another goddamn Republican scam, and it's perfect.
They raise $500 million.
Throw some crap together.
Keep a big chunk of the money, kick back the rest to the anonymous donors who write it all off, but how are they going to get away with it?
Well, that's the best part. Nobody ever actually visits a Republican presidential library. Never. It doesn't happen. Who in their right mind would ever think about spending part of their vacation at the library of the most despised president in American history?
Let's see what's in the auditorium.
We walked up to the proscenium. At center stage was some sort of projection device with curtains on either side. A small coin box was installed at the foot of the stage.
Let's see, it says, please deposit 2 quarters.
That's twice as much as one of our podcasts when you buy a year's subscription at MikeMalloy.com.
I was wondering how you were going to get that in. You got any quarters?
Suddenly, smoke billowed out on either side of the projector. A column of flames erupted from the center of the device. And from out of the smoke and fire, a huge holographic head emerged.
But I'm the decider.
That was insane. Got any more quarters?
Major combat operations in Iraq have ended.
The dog slipped his leash and was sniffing the curtain to the left of the big bush head. This all seemed strangely familiar to me, and then Asta pulled back the curtain.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
Too late. We'd seen too much. The man behind the curtain operating the council walked toward us.
What are you doing here? This building is closed to the public.
The door was open. We walked right in. But the better question is, what are you doing here, Mr. Former Vice President?
Well, To tell you the truth.
Watch it, Mike. He's lying.
No, really. On nights like tonight, I like to come down here and relive my greatest accomplishments, if you will.
Accomplishments? What the hell are you talking about? 2 endless wars, unimaginable death and destruction, billions of dollars wasted?
Trillions, actually. But from my perspective, a series of unparalleled successes, if you will. We stole the election twice. Installed a half-wit who on a good day couldn't make a piece of toast without help, and completely looted the treasury for ourselves while engineering the largest transfer of wealth in human history. Mike,
what's wrong with him?
Cheney fell to the stage, and then his head popped off. Kathy, I think we should exit stage left right now.
Asta, come here, boy.
Asta was sniffing around the curtain on the right. He tugged at the cloth, pulling the curtain back to reveal...
Mike, look out!
Good God,
This ain't no flashback, folks. Mike and Kathy are really in trouble this time, but our 6 minutes are up. So be sure to tune in again next time for the heart-stopping conclusion to Whom the Gods Wish to Destroy, They First Drive Mad.